Why do metropolitan statistical areas include rural land? Have you ever wondered why some areas classified as metropolitan statistical areas include stretches of rural land? It might seem odd at first, but there are solid reasons behind this classification. Let's break it down. Metropolitan statistical areas, often referred to as MSAs, are designed to capture the full scope of a metropolitan region. This includes not just the bustling urban centers but also the surrounding areas that have strong social and economic connections to those urban cores. An MSA typically centers around an urbanized area with a population of at least 50,000 people. However, it also encompasses nearby counties or regions that are closely linked to the urban center, often measured by commuting patterns. For instance, if a significant number of people living in a rural area commute to the city for work, that rural area can be included in the MSA. This means that even if a place is not densely populated, it can still be part of a metropolitan area if its residents are economically tied to the urban core. The United States Census Bureau defines urban areas based on specific criteria, such as housing unit density and population thresholds. For example, an urban area must have at least 2,000 housing units or 5,000 people in a densely settled core. Areas outside of these urban boundaries are classified as rural. Since MSAs are often defined at the county level, they naturally include both urban and rural land within those counties. Now, let's talk about the economic and social integration aspect. Rural areas within MSAs are included because their residents often engage with the metropolitan economy. They may work, shop, or access services in the urbanized areas, creating a link between rural spaces and the metropolitan core. Geographic and administrative boundaries also play a role. Urban areas do not always align with city or county lines. MSAs are often drawn based on entire counties or groups of counties. Since counties can contain both urban and rural territories, it makes sense that MSAs would include rural land as well. Including rural land in MSAs allows for a more complete understanding of demographic and economic dynamics in metropolitan regions. It reflects the reality that the influence of metropolitan areas extends beyond just urbanized zones. This inclusion is beneficial for planning, policymaking, and resource allocation, as it acknowledges the interconnectedness of urban and rural areas within a metropolitan economy. So, the next time you look at a map of a metropolitan statistical area, remember that it's not just about the city. It's about the entire region, including the rural spaces that contribute to the metropolitan life.